It's about time you people wake up and smell the cucarachas.
You're going to see the marketing for the Pro, not like a general thing like state of play or
What do you mean? You people ain't playing anything.
Whatever showcase that they have. Because people already with this console being released or announced, people's like, oh, well, I just got a PS5. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, you got a PS5 for a $200 difference, man. I mean, at the end of the day, bro, the Pro is not going to enhance what you people are anticipating, bro. It's like what, 2%? You paying $200 extra just so you can see 2% graphics fidelity. And the funny thing is, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth on the Pro, all it is just not that blurry. You could have did this on a PC. Take motion blur. There you go. Wow. And what's even more funny, Sony's telling you that you could take your old games and enhance it for $10 when Microsoft does it completely free. You see, man, I mean, at this point, Sony's just hustling the PlayStation community because now you guys have gotten to the point where you guys support nothing but mediocrity.
They don't want that in mass. They say, hey, this version of our game, is 30.
And what version of these games are we talking about? PS4 titles, bruh? See, the funny thing is, you guys used to bash the One X, but at least with the One X, it did enhance old games. But at least it was for the current games that we was playing now. See, that's what you people don't understand. You're like, oh, well, the One X is a failure. It's $100 more than a Pro, even though it was far better than what you got with PlayStation. And it was for the games that were coming out, like Red Dead Redemption, Gears 5, etc., etc. Now we're talking about the PS5 Pro, but yet we're seeing games being showcased, which happen to be last generation games and PS4 game titles. How do you ponies don't see nothing wrong with this?
Games in his ass, but yeah, you want all the benefits of everything. You get this version, you know what I mean? They're not going to do it. No different than the Pro. PS4 Pro. Same type of marketing. They didn't really market it heavily. They just told you, like, hey, this might be running on a Pro. Here's how it look on a Pro through these blog articles or these dev commentary.
Which a lot of you guys didn't eat up, but now all of a sudden you guys want to eat up the PS5 Pro. It's just laughable to me, man. A lot of you PlayStation dudes didn't even care for the PS4 Pro. So why do you guys care so much about the PS5 Pro? Because you know why? Your experiences are boring. You want to believe in these false promises that Sony's going to give you the 4K, 8K, 120 frames that was promised on the box. But guess what, bro? You got played due to the marketing. It's just sad, bro. It's sad to see these ponies act like this.
That's pretty much it.
Right. Hey, the truth. Let me ask you a question.
They used to.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was going to say that.
Let me talk. I am the African prince here. Let me talk. The way Puerto Rock just like, okay. Like, who is this guy? The guy from Coming to America? What, he's some African king? Like, man, look at this, man. I mean, clearly the dude's eating good, bro. Look like he eating a lot of biscuits and chicken. But, man, Puerto Rock, the way he was like, yo, let's rewind that, man. I thought that was kind of funny.
The truth. Let me ask you a question.
They used to.
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead, excuse me. Bro, I'm telling you, man, I'm a king in my country. You see, I got all the beautiful women around the world surrounding me because I like myself. Look at that, man. Puerto Rock out here doing this on his own podcast, man. You got the dude from Coming to America. He clearly gained a few pounds, but man, this man came out here with the money like I like myself. Stay in line, Kuka. I got to rewind that. That was too funny.
Hey, the truth. Let me ask you a question.
They used to.
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead, excuse me.
Go ahead.
I was going to say that they used to.
When is the last time he's done that, man? Everyone knows that Puerto Rock be taking over to his whole 60 frames no lag podcast, but yet every time I like myself decides to talk. Oh, good, my bad. Excuse me.
To showcase like games coming out, what they would look like on the phone. When they show the Ghost of Yotei, I was
Ghost of Mafungo.
Why isn't that captured on PS5? Like, why can we at least see? I don't need the side-by-side comparison because I agree with you. They're not going to.
I don't need side-by-side comparison because I like myself.
Fantasy 7, and then I look at this dog shit up there, and then because that's what they did for the PlayStation 5. Remember the Forbidden West? They first showed you on the PS5. And then later, like instead
comparison to the PS4 version, at least, and people did see somewhat of a difference. I mean, I do get his point right there, but it doesn't have the same impact going from the PS5 to the PS5 Pro. You know what I'm saying? Like, because when Microsoft did the One X, it definitely felt like a mid-gen refresh, right? Now, at this console, to me, it just feels like another reiteration of the same exact thing. That if you didn't buy a PS5, well, the best opportunity, you can probably get the best PlayStation 5 on the market, which would be the Pro. I mean, it's with very slight differences. I mean, I really do feel if you already own a PS5, there's really no reason for the Pro, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really don't see the reason, especially if the games are not up to par with Sony's used to doing.
Played before it launched, like, I don't know, 2 weeks before.
Okay.
I mean, when we talking about this community, it makes sense though, because like a lot of these people that got channels that's like favoring one or the other, typically not all, a lot of them already have every platform, including PC. So it's like you may prefer to play over here and you may be trouting PlayStation or Xbox, but you can go over to your Xbox and I think that's kind of where they've always been. Like, look at pretty much what they're doing with like something like PlayStation.
Also, I just want to say that respawn mechanics, I know that that's not technically part of the game because
I ain't gonna lie, I'm very shocked how you guys can watch this for 2 hours, man. Like, this one happens to be a very boring one. You know what I mean? I just think Puerto got to choose some better guests, man. You know what I mean? Like myself, I mean, he, even if he's not being funny, he just, for some reason, he just has this funny personality, this funny aura, you know, surrounding him. Maybe it's because I make him this fictional character that he's not, but still, you know, my man Nutty Professor doing his thing over here. But listen, man, like I try to tell you guys, bro, like what you guys are expecting with this Pro, I'm telling you, man, keep your expectations low, because when you start playing these same games and you're like, whoa, it ain't that much of a difference. Yeah, I guess I can see the writing on the sign there a little bit clearer, and the draw distance might be slightly, very so slightly better. You're gonna ask yourself, why did I spend $700 on this if I like myself?
That's like a blip on the radar, but being able to like
was buying
Steam was making all that money.
games a
Well,
year.
they get a cut.
Xbox. In college, and as soon as she graduates, she's out of
She
there.
left your ass.
You know what's even crazy, bro? The ponies are out here saying that they think GTA 5.6 is gonna run 60 frames per second. All right, bro, come on, bro. It took what? For how long? How many generations to get GTA 5 at 60 FPS on these consoles? And now you guys think that this little overclock on a GPU is gonna make any difference? You gotta be kidding me, man. Like, what are you ponies on?
Pretty much it.
no, she left your
He
ass.
put a good point.
You said that you better.
Nice looking game so far. But I think there's so much AI that is running.
No, get out of
The resolution does tax a lot of processing power in games, right? And I think they're writing on that PSSR to alleviate some of that stresses and stuff like that. Even with CPU. Look at
What?
one game I think will probably give her a clear idea is Dragon's Dogma, because we know that game is 30 FPS, CPU bound, very taxing on the base.
Yeah, and what do you think that GTA 6 is gonna be? Very CPU bound.
Yes,
PS5.
correct.
I mean, in Dragon's Dogma 2, what would even be as demanding as a GTA 6? So, bro, so why are we having this discussion, man? Y'all should be laughing about this.
Apparently that has PS5 Pro improvement. I would like to see, if that runs at 60 frames. 'cause
Oh
if that,
my God, bro. Here we go, man. You see, you PlayStation fanboys really think that by picking up this Pro, you're going to run a lot of these next generation experiences at 60. You didn't hear it from me. You heard it from the horse's mouth, literally. Bro, I hate to break it to you, man. Like, I mean, even Sony has stated it themselves that the game is just having some advanced ray tracing or something like that. I seen the Dragon Dogma update for the Pro, and they're not doing much. It's still going to be capped at 30.
that goes at 60 frames.
Can I just say?
That gives us an
Can I just say
idea.
What makes you think by overclocking the GPU, that's going to give you 60 frames per second, bro? You're acting like they increased the CPU. The CPU is the same exact thing.
Even that is apples to oranges, because the thing is, PlayStation has a partnership with Rockstar. This is the thing. If you don't give a 60 frames per second mod on at least the Pro, then you don't care about it. I'm sorry, but that is like literally, you don't care to sell it if you don't have, because it's like, how would you not know? You've been there through the entire development cycle. You've had a close partnership, right? I'm pretty sure they've invested 5% or something like that.
They really think they're going to get 60 FPS out of this Pro.
Interactive, so it's like you're literally in the bedroom with them, making the magic happen. If you
What?
don't have a 60 frames per second mode on the Pro, you simply don't care to sell the Pro. Because let's face
But
it.
what do you but see, you're saying that, man, right? And this is the type of stuff that Sony's doing because they know you guys are on this 60 frames per second craze. So that's why they're bringing you last generation games in remasters. This is why you people continue to complain because you guys don't understand how gaming development works. If Grand Theft Auto 6 is not at 60 FPS, then clearly Sony's not trying to sell the Pro. What are you talking about, bro? I mean, I get what he's trying to say because then at this point, you're like, what's really the difference? But a lot of this is going to apply to the smaller projects and the smaller games. Now, you're being more irrational than I am. You're being more irrational than I am because it took about 10 years to get GTA 5 at 60 FPS on these consoles, but yet you think a next generation Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to be 60 FPS on the Pro. Come on, bro. Come on, man. Like, this is the type of stuff I'm talking about.
That the existence of that mode, regardless of whether or not it exists on the PS5, right?
I'm gonna tell you right now, it don't.
But it will sell the Pro because people are going to be like, yeah, I'm going to keep this GTA for another 10 years. I want to play it the best that I can play it.
Bro, I guarantee PCs are gonna struggle with this game. What makes you think a $500, $700 console is going to be able to push 60 FPS on a game like GTA 6, which is very CPU bound heavy? And I do think that Rockstar also wants to have some pretty relatively good graphics, like similar to what they did with Red Dead Redemption 2. So I don't see them doing that.
That's not true, because we all know that GTA 7 isn't coming for another 10 years. Like, we all know that as soon as it gets GTA Online,
be like 19
exactly.
years.
Exactly. As soon as we know that, we're not. Hey, listen, some of you are gonna die.
PlayStation fanboys are delusional, man. There's really nothing else for me to say, guys. They really think that the PS5 Pro is gonna push, gaming to new levels. And as much as I enjoyed the One X when it came out, I mean, it did enhance a lot of the games that were out currently at the time. But even then, if you didn't have one, I still don't think that, the whole... But I did see a difference, though. And I bought it for the fact that you could enhance a lot of the... Well, old too as well. Old and new games. Well, current games. Key difference. Current games. You're buying the PS5 Pro to not enhance current games. You're buying it to enhance PS4 titles. Which is what the PS5 is supposed to be able to do. Like, you know what I'm saying? But hey, man, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, man. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. Take care. Peace out.